Hi guys, so today's video is all about loose powders. I'll be sharing my absolute favorite loose powders and the only loose powders I use all the time. These recommendations are for all skin types, so anybody can watch this and find it useful. And I have affordable as well as high-end options in this video, so let's get started. The first one is a very popular one, which is the Laura Mercier translucent loose powder. A few years back, this was not available in India, and now this is easily available here on Tira, Nykaa, Sephora, etc. So this is the translucent version. It works on all skin tones and skin types. I would say it's a very thin and lightweight sort of a product. This is not a very oil controlling product. This is going to be great for dry skin people because it's very thin, non-powdery and not a matte finish at all. It gives a beautiful natural finish. I've used this on a lot of dry skinned clients and it makes the makeup look so beautiful and non-cakey and non-powdery. It doesn't really have a lot of blurring property to it, but it's a very beautiful natural setting powder, I would say, and also makes the makeup pretty long wearing as well. Oily skin people can also use it, but you can pair it with your extremely matte and self-setting sort of foundations. Not so much with dewy or natural finish foundations. That way it can crease a bit throughout the day, but this is gonna be so ideal for dry skin people for sure, or even combination or normal skin types. Next comes the extremely popular Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder. I use the shade Kunafa personally, but I also do have the shade Banana Bread in my makeup kit, which literally works on all skin tones. The shade is very similar to that of the translucent shade from the Laura Mercier that I just talked about. So that way it works on all skin tones. On me personally, I love the shade Kunafa. It's a beautiful yellow toned loose powder for my dusky skin tone. This is the older packaging, by the way. They have a completely different packaging now, which is very cute and aesthetic, very modern, but I absolutely love this powder. It's more of a matte powder. It's got a nice sifter in between. Powder is very silky and smooth. It's definitely a matte setting powder. Most ideal for oily skinned people because it's a mattifying loose powder. It also has the most incredible blurring effect that it leaves on the skin. It literally blurs out all the pores and texture on the skin and makes your skin absolutely poreless and flawless, which I absolutely love on my textured oily skin. I love to bake with this powder. Doesn't get cakey at all. It's my foolproof and go-to loose powder for all makeup looks. Doesn't really matter what foundation I'm using. This goes on top with any foundation that I use. Dry skin people can also use this with a very light hand and in a thin layer, but not so much to bake. I wouldn't really recommend that. That way it can sort of become cakey on the under eyes especially, but you can definitely use it to set your entire face. This is extremely hyped and popular for a reason because it's a very high performance powder for sure and worth investing your money. If texture and oily skin is your problem, this is gonna be your best friend. I have another incredible option for all you oily skinned beauties and nobody really talks about it. I've only heard Nikki LaRose talk about it and I really like her recommendations and I got my hands on it. So this is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Setting Powder. This is a mini one, by the way, and I cannot stop using it. And the shade is Golden Beige 4.0. It's again a very lightweight and silky smooth powder. It's more of a mattifying powder than a blurring powder, I would say. If you have oily skin and struggle with your makeup slipping and sliding throughout the day or oiling up, this is the powder you should invest in. Even the mini one is gonna be sufficient for a long time. It sets and mattifies my makeup so beautifully that I absolutely love it. Really extends the wear time of my makeup, doesn't get patchy, not very powdery finish as well. I absolutely love it and I'm hooked onto it. It also comes in a bunch of different shades and I highly recommend it to oily to very oily skinned people for sure. Not so much for dry skin, you're not gonna like it. It's very mattifying. Next I have another makeup artist favorite, which is the Derma Color Fixing Powder from Kryolan, and the specific shade that I love is P4, which again is a very similar shade to that of the Laura Mercier shade. Very translucent kind of a shade which literally works on every single skin tone. So this is the color. It's like this light beigey sort of a color. Again, a very silky smooth and sort of a mattifying powder, but It really boils down to how you apply it. It can work on pretty much all skin types. I've used it on different skin types earlier in my makeup artistry. It has worked out pretty well for all skin types. This is also a great powder to bake with, especially on the under eyes and the smile lines. And once you set your makeup with this, your makeup isn't gonna budge anywhere. It remains intact, really extends the wear time of your makeup. Has a slightly blurring finish to it, not too much, but it's a great powder. It is also used to come in a mini version, which is much more economical. I'm not really sure if it is still available. This is the bigger one and it's gonna last forever, trust me. Really popular among makeup artists, especially if you're a beginner makeup artist, you should really consider buying this. It's a beautiful loose powder for sure. Next, I have another favorite affordable loose powder, which is the K Beauty Loose Setting Powder. This is in the shade Latte. I also really like the shade Olive. I'm completely done with the olive shade, and this is the latte shade, which I have a little bit of it left. They also make ton of different shades, which is amazing, and this is a direct dupe for the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder, which is insane. Packaging is great, has a very similar mechanism as the Huda Beauty loose powder. It has a nice cloth sifter right here, so it doesn't really spill. Again, a very silky smooth loose powder, very soft matte finish, so that way it works on pretty much all skin type. Great to bake with, especially for oily skin. For dry skin, I wouldn't really recommend baking with this powder, but you can definitely set your face really beautifully with this powder along with a beautiful blurry effect. I've used this with multiple foundations and pairs very well with any foundation that I use. If you cannot afford the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder, the K Beauty HD Setting Powder is the way to go. You're gonna absolutely love it because they definitely feel very alike. Another loose powder from the affordable category, which definitely deserves a lot of hype and no one really talks about it, is the Revolution HD Super Matte Powder, which is the banana powder. I believe this comes in banana and a translucent version, but I would recommend the banana shade to most skin tones because this is gonna work on pretty much all skin tones except very fair skin. So this is a tiny little container, so you're gonna go through this pretty faster than other loose powders, but it literally retails for 300 rupees or so I'm not gonna complain. As you can see, I'm completely done with it. Only a little bit of it is left, and it is the most silkiest, smooth, loose banana powder that I have. Very beautiful, smoothing, blurring on the skin, very lightweight. You won't even feel like you have applied any kind of powder. It's that beautiful and that lightweight. Has a little bit of blurring property, bakes really beautifully on the under eyes, takes away all the creases. It's a magical loose powder for all skin types. I would recommend it to all skin types because it's so lightweight, non-powdery, non-cakey, and all the beautiful things. I've also paired this with multiple foundations and it works out so beautifully with every single one of them. Highly recommend it if you're on a budget. This is an incredible loose powder to have to set and bake your face. So these are my all favorite and go-to loose powders for all skin types from affordable to high-end range. I hope you find something that fits in your budget. There is not even a single powder that I dislike from this bunch. They are all incredibly amazing. Hope you found this video useful and helpful. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram. I'll put the link in the description box. This is it. Take care of yourselves and I shall see you guys soon in my next one. Bye.